Section 4. Explanation of Family Pledge Number 4. Our family, the owner of Channel Group, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is God's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. 4.1. God's ideal of creation. Family Pledge Number 4 states, our family pledges to build a universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is God's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. It is from here that happiness arises. Happiness, freedom, and ideal are realized in the family of the ideal of creation desired by God. God's ideal is that the world becomes one family and one household, as it is a place where the people who have realized the four great realms of heart and the three great kingships are gathered. It is one family and cannot be two. Through forming the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, we make the world become one family. What is God's will, taught by the Unification Church? It is to realize His ideal of creation. In order to fulfill God's will, we must realize His ideal of creation before our individual perfection. Where should this ideal of creation be realized? It should be realized in the family, through the individual. It must be accomplished within your families.
What is the ideal of creation? In the Unification Church, we say it is the completion of the four-position foundation by Adam and Eve. That from the viewpoint of God's will and creation would have been the fulfillment of His will. For it to be complete, there had to be a perfected Adam and perfected Eve. If a man and a woman, thus perfected, had joined together and reproduced perfected children, an embodiment of the ideal of creation with complete victory, a subject partner or a perfected human being as the center of the created world, the realm of human perfection would have been realized. As God and His love were linked to this, all the ideals He had sought to create would have been realized. All the ideals of creation would have been realized if a true Adam and Eve, that is, a perfected Adam and perfected Eve, perfected children, and a family based on a four-position foundation laid before God, had been linked to His love. What is it that will remain in the end? The relationship of God and human beings in love will remain. This is how we should see it. The unchanging love between God and human beings, this law of love, cannot be changed by anyone, nor can any force change it. It is through such love that the relationships among human beings and their relationship to God will remain. What kind of world is that world? It is called God's kingdom on earth. It is the world of the kingdom of heaven. And after you have lived there, you ascend to the eternal ideal life in heaven, and this is called God's kingdom in heaven. We should always have such a concept.
For us, God's will means realizing His ideal of creation. Then, what is the ideal of creation? It is the completion of the four-position foundation as revealed in the divine principle. Such a definition is given. Then, what is that four-position foundation? It is, of course, refers to parents and children, that is, God, Adam and Eve, and their children. Then, what is the center of that foundation? It is neither God nor Adam and Eve nor the children. You are talking about the four-position foundation, but what does it have at the center to make a connection? What determines its center? This is the question. It is neither God nor Adam and Eve nor the children. only true love can determine the center. The true family in which parents and children have attained perfect oneness of love is eternal. It is eternal and at the same time absolute. The origin of that love is unique, unchanging, and absolute. Such love does not exist just in God or just in the father or in the mother. It is established on the foundation of the family. The trust in the family based on love is absolute because love is absolute. Next, it is absolute in all relationships. An invasion of one means the destruction of all, and so this cannot be allowed. Thus, each family member within the four-position foundation must guard against the possibility of love being invaded, even to the point of self-sacrifice. It is most fearful for the foundation of love to be shattered. This single nucleus expands to become the world. From Adam's family, his son's family should appear, and the family of the parents and that of the son must become as one. When these four position foundations come into being, they would eventually become four position foundations of the future spirit world.